The night drive. The engine hummed softly as I gripped the steering wheel, driving down the desolate country road. It was a moonless night, the darkness swallowing the surrounding landscape. The rhythmic patter of rain on the windshield added to the eerie ambience. The road seemed endless with no signs of civilization in sight. I had taken this route countless times before, but tonight felt different. The air was heavy with an unexplainable tension, as if the night itself held secrets it was reluctant to share. Despite my unease, I kept driving, hoping to reach my destination before the night's grip tightened further. As I pressed on, the road became increasingly treacherous. The pavement twisted and turned like a snake, the only guiding light coming from the beams of my headlights. Shadows danced in the periphery, distorting the landscape and playing tricks on my mind. My heart raced, a subtle fear creeping into my thoughts. Then abruptly, the engine sputtered and died. Panic surged through me as I desperately tried to restart the car, but all my efforts were in vain. Stranded on this desolate road, darkness enveloping me, I felt a sense of vulnerability like never before. As if mocking my plight, the rain intensified, transforming into a torrential downpour. The droplets hammered relentlessly on the roof of the car, drowning out any other sound. I reached for my phone, hoping to call for help, but the battery was dead. I was alone, trapped in this nightmarish scenario. The rain-soaked surroundings began to play tricks on my senses. The distant silhouettes of trees seemed to whisper secrets, their branches reaching out like gnarled fingers. The shadows seemed alive, swirling and shifting with malicious intent. A sense of dread clung to the air, suffocating me. In the distance, I noticed a faint glimmer of light, a solitary glow in the darkness. A flicker of hope sparked within me, and I stepped out into the rain, seeking shelter or assistance. The light grew brighter as I approached, revealing a dilapidated house that seemed to materialize out of thin air. I hesitated, the hairs on the back of my neck standing on end. Something about the house felt wrong, unsettling. But with no other options, I cautiously pushed open the creaking door and entered, the smell of decay filling my nostrils. Inside, the house was a labyrinth of darkness. Cobwebs clung to every corner, and the floorboards creaked beneath my weight. The air was stagnant, suffused with a palpable malevolence. I moved cautiously, my heart pounding with each step. A flickering candle in a distant room drew me further into the house. As I approached, a soft whisper echoed through the hallways, the words unintelligible yet sinister. Fear consumed me, but I couldn't turn back. I had to find answers, an escape from this living nightmare. Entering the candlelit room, I froze. The walls were adorned with ancient symbols, and a circle of candles burned brightly in the center. In the middle of the room stood a figure cloaked in darkness. Their eyes glowed with an otherworldly intensity. "Welcome," the figure hissed, their voice dripping with malice. "You have stumbled into a realm beyond your comprehension. You will never leave." Terror gripped me, but a surge of determination propelled me forward. I refused to succumb to the darkness that threatened to consume me. With every ounce of strength, I turned and fled from the room, racing through the labyrinth of the house. As I burst through the front door, rain-soaked and gasping for air, the house disappeared behind me, leaving only an empty clearing. The night seemed to loosen its grip, the darkness receding. I stumbled upon a passing car, its driver kind enough to give me a ride to safety. Looking back at the empty clearing, I couldn't help but wonder what had transpired within those walls. The horrors I witnessed would forever haunt my dreams, a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurk in the shadows of the night. From that night on, I avoided driving alone in the darkness, forever changed by the chilling encounter on that desolate road. And as I looked out into the night, the memory of that house and the malevolent figure within lingered like a ghostly specter in the recesses of my mind.